Hello everybody, this is Mateo, and it is time for the finale of the Lunar Ruins of Final Fantasy IV. Well, this looks... oh, great. He's back. Zeromus EG. Okay, what does EG stand for? Endgame? Maybe. Wait a minute. So, his final form had a final form, which now has a final form. Game! I was kidding! And not only that, but he has another creature sticking out of him like all other Final Fantasy bosses. Why? Yeah, I can't win. Anyways, this is using the characters, levels, and all equipment that I had at the end of the very first time that I went through this dungeon. So we have our 5, they're only level 70 or 75 or so. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This guy is basically a powered up version of Zeromus, in which he still has the Big Bang, although by now you have quite a number of characters with higher HP. And he just happened to hit Cecil, which is like the only one that doesn't block those spells because he doesn't have a ribbon. And yeah, you want to have Rydia use Mega Flare and not regular Flare, because if you try regular Flare, Zeromus will cast Reflect on himself. So you could get into some gigantic weird process in which you have him cast Reflect on himself multiple times, and then that causes, when he starts launching the high level spells at you, that will just cause them to reflect back towards him and do a ton of damage. I did that in one of my fights against him when I had the other party. But we're going with it with the regular party the way that it should be, because I'm mostly like that apparently. And Whirl, yeah, Cecil now has 0 HP because he also had poison on him. So there goes that. But yeah, it's pretty much the gist of this boss. When he's close to dead, he'll start using Restore on himself and gain HP back, but as he gets weaker, he will start gaining less HP. So if he had, like, as an example, 5,000 health, he would gain 2,000 back, whereas if he only had 500, he would gain like 200 back. So he'd get closer and closer to dead. And now Rydia's also dead. Rosa, can you fix this? Full life on Rydia, just because. And if you need to use a Mega Elixir or an Elixir, use it. That's what you've been saving these for. This would be another good time to use the knife if you need it. And I forgot to mention it, but the Brachiorados, if you're having a hard time getting Tornado to hit, and you have to fight him regularly, then that would be another great time to use the knife. I forgot to mention it because I was too busy looking up stuff, and then all of a sudden, the Brachiorados is dead. Drain doesn't seem to do very much at all, so you could just pay no mind to that. We're going to Kiraja, everybody. Leave Cecil dead for a while, even though he is the main character of this game and the leader, but luckily Rosa got a second turn for whatever reason. It's that glitch again, so I'm just going to use it to bring Cecil back to life. He is still mini though, and we need to fix that. He shall use his turn. But yeah, by now use all the Fuma Shurikens you have, double jump, have Rosa cures needed, don't use Holy because of the same reason you shouldn't use Flare. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But then, why does Zeromus have a female hanging off of his chest? Why? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, why? And it looks like an elf, too. Because that little spike sticking out of the side of her head looks like an elf ear. Now they have the pointy ears and stuff. But why? See, now he's starting to use Absorb. It wasn't. It was Absorb that he uses when he gets close to dead. And you'll end up doing more damage than he can heal anyway. See, now he's healing for less. And yeah, that's pretty much it for him. That should be it. No. But see, he's healing a lot less now, only 487. So Kane is delivering the final blow, and that's what you get for brainwashing him. And there we go. He didn't even use any of his high-level spells. I just now noticed that. He just wasted his time with Osmos and Drain. And yeah. He used Big Bang though, so whatever. And like any Final Fantasy boss, especially final boss, he takes forever to die. This is the case with normal Zeramis as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the end of the Lunar Ruins. That's the end of Final Fantasy IV entirely. We got 100% Bestiary. We did all the trials. We had my voice crack at least once during this project. That's great. We did all the trials. We beat Zeramis. We beat Zeramis EG. Yeah. That's pretty much it. And just that little bit of him is left, and now he's gone. And now, after this, he will talk a bit. And yeah. And then you can leave the dungeon through the hole behind him. So yeah. Well, a teleporter shows up. Bleh, excuse me. So we can now leave the dungeon. That was fun. Let's never do it again. And normally the credits wouldn't play here, you just go outside the dungeon. But I took the credits from the end of the main game and put them on here, because this really is the end. So, here we go. And, yeah. So, overall, this project was pretty fun. I will admit that the Lunar Ruins got pretty boring, but it had to be done to quench my OCD tendencies of getting 100%. So, and that's that. And I did have Star Fox too, kind of to provide to other people who weren't really enjoying the Lunar Ruins. So, yeah, this was the RPG that basically introduced me to the traditional RPG. I mean, I played other RPGs before this, like Pokemon and Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, but I mean, those really don't exactly follow the traditional RPG formula. I mean, in Pokemon, you catch your own Pokemon and stuff like that. And in Superstar Saga, you could possibly dodge all the attacks if you're able to. So, and there wasn't the general... Well, actually, there was a general story of the princess being captured, and you have to go save her, and the world's in trouble. So, yeah. But this is the RPG that kind of introduced me to Final Fantasy in general. I did play some of the actual Final Fantasy III, the DS version, but I never really got that far into it. Ribs. Wonder why that's his nickname. Oh well. We shall never know until the sequel. Why David's nickname is Ribs. His nickname is failing. I feel bad now. And he's working with Strong. Well then, there must be some type of competition, I'm sure. Ah well. But yeah. We're finally done. I don't know what I'm going to call this though, because technically it is the finale, but it's not the finale of the main game. I'll probably just call it like Lunar Ruins finale or something like that. Yeah, you'll just look at the title, you'll know what I ended up doing. So yeah. I would say what my next project is, except I kind of accidentally mentioned it earlier in the project. And we have the finale of Star Fox tomorrow, so I'll talk about it more then. But yeah, today it's just Final Fantasy IV. Tomorrow we'll do the finale of Star Fox 64. I'm probably going to take the Saturday and Sunday off just to recuperate and prepare myself, maybe record some more because I'm not done recording the next project. And on the next Monday we'll start it, and it's going to be for 8-Bit Summer, so that's going to be a ton of fun. It actually is. Even though it's another RPG, it's not like this one, and it's going to be a ton of fun. The last one was, so yeah. So that's the end. And I will see you all in Star Fox 64 tomorrow. Bye. And then the interlude plays. That's pretty cool.